push on in our quest to reach the Iguazu River. When we arrive, we ask, who will lead us on the next leg of our adventure? The answer comes back, Popeye the Sailor Man. We are pleased to hear that any connection to the cartoon character is only a coincidence, and that we should not worry. So, armed with fresh excitement, we depart in search of the jacare, who's also on the endangered species list.
Aí na nossa frente já temos jacaré, aqui à nossa direita.
Hidden amongst the leaves, the jacare is fully aware of us as we approach. But he soon decides that we're just getting too close for comfort, and so returns to the safety of the water. As a small, medium-sized crocodilian, most adult individuals grow to about 8.5 feet, with the occasional 10-foot individual. There are reports of the occasional 13-foot individual within Pantanal, but these haven't been confirmed. The species' diet consists mainly of birds and fish, especially piranhas, with the occasional capybara being taken by larger adults. They have a tremendous bite force and can smash a turtle's shell with little force. A little further on, and we come across more jacare. This time, they are only hatchlings. But we suddenly realize that we are now in the middle of the jacare territory. The animals calmly watch us, but don't be fooled. They could strike at any instant if they feel threatened. Approximately 10 million individual jacares exist within the tropical wetlands of the Pantanal. It is one of the largest wetlands of any kind. It lies almost within the Brazilian state of Mato Grosso do Sul, but extends into Mato Grosso and beyond. The jacare that live here represent what is quite possibly the largest single crocodilian population on Earth. Their small size make them favorite prey for the ounce or jaguar and the yellow anaconda. In general, this species of caiman are incapable of seriously harming or consuming humans. However, this is not true of the black caiman that lives along slow-moving rivers and lakes and in the seasonal flooded savannas of the Amazon basin. Once common, they were hunted to near extinction, primarily for their commercially valuable hides, and are now listed as conservation dependent. We continue up the river. From where we sit in the river, we are between two countries. On the right is Brazil, and on the left is Argentina. The sun is setting, and dusk is rolling in. A flock of maritacas, which are a member of the parrot family, claim their space in the tree for the night. This is nature's bedroom, and the reservations are being taken. Now comes the crescendo of euphoria, as 20,000 birds compete for the best nesting spots for the night. It's almost deafening. And so, like the sun, we shall retire and prepare for our new adventure tomorrow. But wait, we haven't eaten. Let us take a moment to enjoy a typical local dish. Our chef is Valdeci José, better known locally as Colonel Flower, and the dish tonight is dorado. The dorado is one of the greatest fighting freshwater fish in not only South America, but also in the world. It is highly sought after by anglers, both for its delicious taste and its fighting ability. The dorado has a white flaky flesh with a notably high fat content. Dorados have large heads with powerful jaws that are filled with sharp teeth. The dorado is one of the most popular freshwater fish in the region, and tonight our chef is preparing a special recipe. First, he cleans the fish and seasons it with salt, garlic and lemon juice. Then he makes a sauce which consists of onions, bell peppers, tomatoes, peas, corn and coconut milk. It might not be too good for the cholesterol, but it makes our mouths water uncontrollably. The fish is baked and the sauce gives it that final touch. What more can I say? Bon appetit! It's the start of a new day and a new adventure, but this time with a bit more excitement. These are the Iguazu Falls, one of the 7 natural wonders of the world. Iguazu Falls are one of the world's largest waterfalls. They extend over 2.5 kilometers, nearly 2 miles, in a semicircular shape. Iguazu Falls are on the border between the Brazilian state of Paraná and Argentina, and are surrounded by 2 national parks. Both are subtropical rainforests that are host to hundreds of rare and endangered species of flora and fauna. When translated from the native Indian language, Iguazu roughly translates to mean big water. Iguazu Falls has also been featured in some films: Moonraker, The Mission, Mr. Magoo, Miami Vice, and Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. During the rainy season from November to March, the rate of flow of water going over the falls may reach 450,000 cubic feet of water every second, or 5,000 Olympic-sized swimming pools in a minute. In the rapids of the Iguazu River, our new adventure begins and immediately astounds us. We are about to embark on a 4-kilometer river rafting experience. However, some instruction before we start might be a good idea.
Some situations can happen during our tour, like someone of you fall in water. So if you fall in water, keeping calm. Try to do your self-rescue. How can you do this? Try to hold the rope that you have around.
Okay, now we're ready. It's time to get wet and feelings are running high. The river has a tremendous force, and we are instantly struggling to fight the current. It will take serious determination to reach the falls. The international scale of river difficulty is a standardized scale of 1 to 6, 1 being small waves and 6 being unraftable. The rapids of the Iguazu River are classified as 2.5, so they're not for the faint-hearted. High up in the helicopter, we can see everything. One moment, the river looks more peaceful. Then, another rapid, and the adrenaline starts to pump again. The look of delight on the oarsmen's faces shows the enjoyment of this adventure. But it's not over yet. They're trying to get closer to the falls. Will they make it to the Devil's Throat? Further up the river, the tension increases. The boat needs to show its strength. It has to fight the force of the current pushing against it, and it needs a lot of speed. There are a few moments for a short breather and a chance to enjoy the falls on the Argentinian side. Slowly it reveals itself, there in the distance, It's the dreaded Devil's Throat. Of the 275 falls that collectively make up the Iguazu Falls, the Devil's Throat is the highest, at 263 feet. The free-falling water creates so much force it could move a boulder weighing 10 tons or more. Then, as if from nowhere, a rainbow appears and shows us some of the magnificence that lies behind the tremendous ferocity of nature. The boat in front of us goes first. It tries to beat the force of the Devil's Throat. Still not satisfied, the crew want to get closer. From above, the greatness of the falls can easily be seen. The first boat returns. The force of the water is incredible. The camera equipment is getting increasingly wetter as the current becomes even stronger. It is time to remember that caution is the better part of valor. Safety comes first, and it's time to turn back. Once again, the Devil's Throat has won the day and continues to reign supreme at Iguazu Falls.
Checkin.